Sheikh Ahmed have always defended bandits. He says, Sheikh Rumi says, bandits are the products of a society. Do you think that the boys in the south is destroying INEC offices, police formations are also the products of this society?
It is. You can't dismiss that they are not Nigerians. You can't dismiss that those boys are not from Southeast. They're from Southeast. What are you calling them? Unknown people. Like what they are telling us. Some people are telling us. They said they are unknown gunmen. It's a lie now. At my age, I can't tell lies. It's our people. It's our IPOB members, ECM members, Eastern Security Network members. You know. But the danger is when you go to attack a police formation or police personnel. You're playing with your life. You're playing with your life. And it will backfire. And it's going to be disastrous. It's going to be a tragedy.
You can make some very strong, maybe disturbing videos describing with some very unprintable names. Why you and why those names?
Yeah, I didn't watch it. Can you say some of the things you say?
They are unprintable.
Just say one word. You would have had something. I don't watch those things. I don't look at those things. But what is the difference between two of us? You want Biafra, I said I don't want Biafra. You stay in your own line, I stay on my own line. If you win, you take. If you don't win, then we stay.
Why are you against Biafra?
Well, a lot is at stake. A lot is at stake. You can't be stupid all the time. You can't be stupid all the time. 54 years ago, we went into a war and we lost it with damning consequences. Unbelievable consequences. On both sides, Nigerian side and Biafran side. Something we would have resolved around the table. You know, if there's any conflict, if there's any disagreement, if there are issues, if you are trying to settle it here in Lagos, take war far away, take it to the United States or Canada, go and keep it there. It's going to be the last option. Last option. Before you begin to shoot, it should be the last resort. When every other thing on the table has failed. Every other thing being considered has failed. You now go to war. And before you go to war, know that everything will be destroyed. What you have built for 50 years will be destroyed in 5 minutes. In 5 minutes. And when you finish the war, you will still come back for reconstruction and rebuilding. And millions would have died. And when you go to war, if you have a daughter that is 6 years old, you will become a wife to the generals, to the other side. If they conquer your village, they will take them. If they conquer your village, they will take your wives. We saw it during the Civil War. They will take your cars. You will be the driver of their cars. Even the Rolls Royce in your compound, if army invades that city and takes it, everything, the goats, fowl, everything will be taken, including your house. You will go and live in a boys' quarter. They will be the ones staying in your main house. That your Rolls Royce in front of your house, you park your car garage, you will be their driver. They will be using it, you will be their driver. That's what war entails. And you will lose everything. You see why we must think. It's not that we are weak. Igbo people are not weak people. To say that we will continue to marginalize us and expect that we will be coming to beg you every day because we don't want to. We're not weak. But we don't want to lose lives again. With all these scenarios that are painted here, we don't want to see it again. You know? you will be shocked what we lost. 20 pounds were given to our people each. Whatever you had in their banks, in your bank account then, 20 pounds. But we were able to move. 50 years after this book, I wrote it was 25 years after Biafra in 1995. The book is there. That one there, that small one. 1995. I just updated what is going on. They said, war is not an option for us. If we had debated very well, that first war wouldn't have been fought. That war drew Igbo back by 50 years and also drew Nigeria back. So what we're asking for is justice. For me, I still feel that we have systemic and structured marginalization of our people. One example I will give you is that Northeast, 6 states, Northwest, 7, North Central, 6 states, South, 6 states, Southwest, 6 states, Southeast, 5 states. Do you know that one state we do not have to equalize with other people what is costing us? One governor, one deputy governor, House of Assembly, Speaker, members of House of Assembly. More 3 senators, 6, 7, 8 House of Rep members, take-off grants, a university, a state capital, more local governments, because anything you're sharing in this country now, we get the list of it. We get the list. So you need to add that additional state as a matter of urgency. And it will create additional, immediate 12,000 jobs, immediately. It will create, once we make announcement, it will create additional 12,000 jobs for the youths in the Southeast. Take-off grants will be there. So they'll have 6. So they will have more representation in the Senate and the House of Reps. That's what we need. I don't think we need any other. We need any other. And then additional local government chairman and all that. You create jobs, 12,000 jobs immediately. One university, one polytechnic, probably college, all these things will be coming up. To one teaching hospital. These are the things that we need to do as a matter of urgency. Obasanjo tried to do that. Obasanjo, when he came in 1999, he set up a constitutional conference, I think about a year or 2 years after, and he constituted a national conference. One of the issues that came up there is one additional state in Southeast, and it was partially granted. It was granted discussed by the members of that assembly, and approved one, but the Southeast couldn't agree. Imo said they would take it. Enugu State said they want Nsukka State, that they have the landmass and all that. But some Anambra and probably Abia are saying that if you get, because you have Enugu State here, you have Ebonyi State here, you have Abia State here, you have Anambra State here, they will just take a portion of each state and make it. That's what we're doing. But because of Imo and Enugu State, I said they want it in Enugu State. Imo said they want it in Imo State, in BC in particular. So it was stalled. We couldn't agree to carve out land from the 5 existing states to make out the 6 states. That would have been the best option.
Is that part of the problem for the region, that unity, that's coming together?
Yes. They could have done that. They could have seized that opportunity and then work immediately to get it. That state would have been standing today. But conflicts, disagreements, suspicion, selfishness, all kinds of things mitigated again. In fact, they rendered the plan nugatory and we lost it. But it's still in the cards. Buhari can still do it. It's a matter of urgency. Just create it. Go there and map it out yourself. Don't wait for it. Don't listen to anybody. Just name a state. Give them take-off grant. Get a sole administrator to run it until the next election. If you do it, our people will be happy. War is not an option. War is not an option. Initially, we thought the agitations for Biafra is a smooth one. It's not an armed struggle. That they believe in dialogue, but we are seeing it. It's happening. They are carrying guns now. They are killing. They are stopping people by the way, taking their cars, commandeering their vehicles, and can just walk away. They are burning their police stations. They are killing people. They are killing policemen. So it's an open declaration of war, and it's not going to help anybody.
There are calls for a referendum. The Southwest seems to have gone very far with such calls for a referendum. Concerning reports, referendum. Do you think that is possible? I mean, I know that Nnamdi Kanu has been calling for a referendum, speaking and demanding that from the United Nations. Is that achievable?
If you ask us. You see, that's why we say when you have an issue in a particular tribe or region or state, people will demand to see the others. Because when I sit down to see, if you climb a 50-story building, you may not see it. Children will not tell the elders where to go. The Bible says, woe betide a nation, a country whose leaders are kids. What do they know? Have they seen war? We saw the war. That was a small boy. And we are saying, given our investments, the children wouldn't know about it because some of them don't have one kobo. They have built up everywhere. Even Nigeria is too small for them. They move out. West Africa, Ghana, don't move out across the world anywhere. I'm talking of our people. Now you want to go and find to put yourself in one small place that is smaller than the whole of Southeast, is smaller than Kogi State. What happens to your businesses? What happened to your business and property? What happened? They have built up everywhere. Our people are the most widely traveling in Nigeria. They go to Kano, they build. They go to Lagos, they build. They go to anywhere they build. That's their culture. Anywhere they go, when they get there, the first thing they go is to get a shop, and the next thing to get a house. And we buy land and build. So all these things you want to abandon, to go and fight for one small portion of land. You want to move yourself from a big market to a very small market. They are not seeing now. Elders will not be at home, and children will wear snakes, poisonous snakes as necklaces. When you get to that place, who will be the president of Biafra? Is that person going to come from Enugu? Is he going to come from Abia? Is he going to come from Anambra? When Enugu State was carved out of Anambra State, all the teachers, all the civil servants, they chased them away one night. Go back to your state. Governor of Abia State woke up one morning and sacked all the civil servants when he was the governor, former governor of Abia State. Sack all the governors from all the workers from Anambra State in the civil service. Imo State, Enugu State, Ebonyi State, and to go back to your state. When we get there, who is going to be the president? You will see another war. Another war. And people will die. Then we will now start agitating for Anambra country. Anambra. I'm from Anambra. We will now say, well, we don't want Anambra country. Let's go and do referendum. Because those other people are not fair. They don't want to live with you. So you now continue that recurring decimal, that vicious cycle, going down. So Nigeria provides, we have made, every major ethnic group in this country has made serious investment in this country. That we are better united, us in Nigeria. That's why I'm sitting here. I don't want to be confined to one small miserable country. They are calling Biafra. I don't want to. That era has gone. I am proudly Nigerian. See my flag. I want you to take the flag. Look at it. It pays. Go to Abuja and go and check the property in Abuja. Ask for the owners. The highest percentage of investors in property business, estate business, are Igbo people. Okay, come to Lagos, all the markets, Aspanda, Alaba International, Balogu, they are huge markets, multi-billion, trillion naira businesses. Computer Village, Balogu markets in Lagos. Lariko here, Beggar, where they are selling vehicles, spare parts, new spare parts, all kinds of things. Uimo, Budians, the nested business, go to Lekki, Eban, all of them, these are huge businesses, multi-trillion businesses. You've not asked the investors, those people who own those businesses, where they, okay, if you go, you just carry your bag and go. You just take your bag and go. You can't uproot those houses. You can't uproot those markets. You lose it. And if you go, if there is a crisis and you want to go, you may not be able to carry your products because you have a long way to go. You meet enemies as you are going. So it's a difficult situation. And we are seeing what the small boys cannot see. We are seeing it. Because I saw the war. I saw the war. I saw the war. We couldn't eat. We were just eating anything to survive. Some people died. And it became too difficult. When Kwashiorkor came, was killing people, some countries came and took some of our children away who were suffering from Kwashiorkor. Those children, some of them didn't return. One of them is the president of Gabon now. They just took that child and adopted him. The president of Gabon now. So we lost children. We don't know where they are. They didn't come back. In a war situation, father will go this way, mother will go this way, children will go this way, but we may not see them again. We will never see them again. We may never. So war is not a tea party. Because once you go, if you are doing your agitation, you just with common sense you'll be following it. But once you begin to carry gun, then it's an open declaration of war. And when war starts, nothing is spared. You may not even live to see it. We saw what happened to people in Catalonia. You saw what happened to them. Okay, you say you want Catalonia, yes. You want it, okay, we have investment there. You don't want to leave us. They were carrying people. They were annoyed. The other section of the country, they were annoyed and they were throwing women as if they were throwing bucket of water. Just like that. People got annoyed. And you go to Russia and see those who pull out of Russia, how they are going. They're still Crimea, all of them, still being occupied territory. They're still fighting. Even in Yugoslavia, they divided. They're still Czechoslovakia, divided into two. Right. Not northern Yemen, all of them, they are still there fighting. Somalia, here, still fighting. They speak the same language. Go and ask Sudan, South Sudan that moved out of Sudan. Go and see what they're doing. They've been fighting since then. They thought once they get Southern Sudan, all their problems will be over. They went there and started fighting themselves. Up to now, they are still fighting. People are dying. They can't even do anything. They was all over. We saw them the day when they were coming from Sudan. If they come down from the plane, they will go and bow their head. Hit their own. God will thank you. God will thank you. 6 months after, disaster. You don't know that this diversity helps us to coexist as a nation. We build bridges across. That's what I'm advising my people Let's go and build bridges and not burning bridges. Build bridges, not burn bridges.
We have all of these issues on ground in the southeast. Does Igbo even stand a chance in 2023?
It's a game of numbers. You can't be there asking for a separate state and you want somebody to give you power of the presidency to use it to divide the states. You first of all show your commitment to the nation. You first of all denounce your demand for a separate state. And you now go and build bridges because you are not going to be president with Igbo votes alone. You cannot make you president. You have to enter your vehicle and come to Southwest and meet their leaders. Enter your vehicle, go to the North and meet their leaders. Go to South and meet their leaders. It's a game of numbers. I tell you what happened. Buhari came to contested in 2003, scored 11 million votes. He didn't win. He did not win. 2007, they came in, scored the same votes. He didn't win. 2011, he scored 12 million votes. He didn't win. He cried and went home to Dawa. One day in Lagos, before 2015 elections, Achiwaju called Baba Konde, called Dr. What's the name of this man from Edo State? I'm trying to remember his name. Dr. Tony Momo and one other person. They entered Achiwaju jet and went to Dawa. He said, Baba, come. You scored 11 million votes in 2003, repeated the same feat in 2007. And in 2011, you added additional 1 million, 12 million votes. If we put Southwest, we win. I will say, you will win. We will put Southwest. You have maintained a steady score number of votes, for 12 years. If we put Southwest, we will win. It's okay, let us try. Achiwaju invested, brought in Southwest, brought in energy, resources, commitment, and Buhari won. Okay, tell me why Achiwaju will not be rewarded. Can't you see the bridges? You have not seen him in Kano, flying to Kano and coming back, meeting people. You stay in one corner. Now he will be abusing everybody, including those of us that can see what he cannot see. He will be abusing us. He will be calling us names. This is 1995. He was 25 years after Biafra. Look at my age then. Few weeks ago, 50 years after. What did you learn? I lived to tell the story. Some of you may not have the opportunity to live to tell your story. So when I'm talking, okay, who is in Nnamdi? I've asked him to come for a debate. He will not be able to talk when I start talking. He will not be able to do this gara that he's doing. By the time I put facts on the floor, he won't be able to know anything. Has he done any job since he was born? What is his credentials? What does he have? What's he going to bring to the table? When we speak, we that saw the war, we that bore the pains, we that shed the tears. My father had 4 wives. He lost everything when the army invaded Onitsha. We lost everything and we suffered for 3 years during the Civil War. In fact, most of my siblings didn't go to school because of poverty. My father couldn't cope. We were 36 in number. Couldn't cope. So I managed to go to school. How I went to school, I cannot tell you. It's a long story. So the boys, he knows nothing. If you see war, my father said, who is running to war should know that war can bring death. So he's just an empty head who does not think. He's not thinking about our investment. He's not thinking about people. He's not thinking about the size of Southeast.
the Southern governors coming together for the first time in a very long time. That has generated a lot of talking points, reactions and controversy. It does appear that some forces in the north are not very comfortable with that ban. Even some forces at the central as well.
Well, it's a bridge we must cross. When we were growing up, I saw these herdsmen, they were friendly as we were growing up. All over Nigeria. They were never a threat to anybody. But now it has become controversial. It has to go. I studied agriculture. I did some courses in agriculture when I was in secondary school. If we put a cow in a place and give it food, it will be bigger than walking all over the place, going to people's farms. So anything that can bring peace, let us do it for the sake of national unity. You should not be talking about open grazing or what was it? Building ranches. You should talk about state police. Governors don't need to be going to. The governors don't have control of the commissioners of police. They are not the number one security officer. If governor gives an order to a commissioner of police to go and do something, he will have to get an order in Abuja. We can't wait. We have to have the state police, no matter the shortcomings that are attached to it. The governor must have control. We must have state police. Let's experiment it with Lagos and some other cities. Let's take about 6 states and do pilot scheme, and let us see. They cannot continue to call the president in Abuja to come and defend them. It is never done. Private universities in America have armed police. Private organizations, states have their own police. They can call up anytime. We have gotten to that. We can't play with the issue of insecurity again. The president his eyes cannot be all over Nigeria. So that is what we are bringing to the table. State police, branches. Stop roaming so that we know who are kidnappers and those who are not kidnappers. Because some people are committing crimes, so I'm pegging it on this and putting it on this herdsmen. Many people are committing crimes. We're not saying they are not committing crimes. People taught them how to steal and kidnap. They were not doing that before when we were growing up. People, when kidnappers started making money, they made them in the bush and say, you can use this thing to make money. They were taught. And we started having banditry. We started having kidnapping. Some of them started getting involved in kidnapping. They were not doing it before. But you have to be very sincere. These people only go with sticks. Some people were attacking them, raping their wives, taking their money, stealing their cows before they started carrying arms. Something led to that. But nobody is going to talk about it. They were there when we were small. And we lived in peace. What went wrong? How did we get here? Who did it? Who did what? How did we get here? Fulani herdsmen, Fulani. Do you know their story? Go to Umuahia, the state. You see them. Some of them are married Igbo women. They have been there for years. In Umuahia, Abia State. That's the headquarters of cows landing from the north. Then, some of them married Igbo people. Their children are fluent in Igbo language and Hausa language. Today, herdsmen has become an issue. Something we did not see when we were growing up. We're now seeing it because some bandits, some criminals infiltrated them and destroyed the whole system. Now it has to go. The real herdsmen that we used to know in the past, had been infiltrated. Criminals have been infiltrated. We need to sort it out. We can no longer. Then even the time of open grazing is no longer. We can no longer take it in 21st century. We need to find a way. Do it in a civilized way. Do it as a business. Go and buy land. It's not all these people that are following the cows all over. They are not the owners. So some of our people are the owners. But those people will be doing it for them. They're paying them. If you go investigate the business, they're not the owners. So you can find the owners in Yoruba land here, Yoruba people, and Igbo people, they own it. But those people, because it's their profession, they will follow it and they pay them. So, open grazing. State police. Good. Let's go.